1 month since I completed the removal of all the blue-green algae and set up the tank again. As you can see, I've done a couple additional changes. Over in the corner here, I took the air stone and used it as a water flow mechanism for the undergravel filter. The pump I had was too noisy, so instead of doing a reverse flow, I'm doing a normal flow. And the gravel still looks pretty clean, so and I don't see, there's little spots of algae here and there, but nothing significant. So that seems to be working. And as you can see from the prior video, there's a lot more green plant. The green plant's been growing fairly well. That's probably due to the fact that I added the high output light in addition to the two incandescent fixtures that I had. So it's getting a lot of light. And in the right side of the tank, I cleaned up the plants because some of them were starting to get some algae growth on them. So the ones on the far right, you can see a little darker green. That's because they had some algae on them. So I threw out about an equivalent amount of the plant that's on the right, and still have had a fair amount of growth. So we'll see what happens with that stuff. And if it gets a little more algae, I'll probably clean it up and throw it out to prevent it from spreading the algae to elsewhere in the tank. We added more fish, a couple more guppies, a sunburst guppy, and a algae eater in the bottom there. So altogether, it's been a month now, and I'd say the tank looks pretty good still. Only very minor indications of some algae. If you look, in the grass, in the gravel down here, there are a couple of green spots. But that's about it. So it seems to be working pretty good so far. So we'll see what happens. Didn't do anything with the algae scrubber in the back, largely because it's too noisy. The pump on the filter is too noisy, so I just turn it off. And don't want to run it at night because I think it would disturb the fish, even though there's a piece of cardboard that blocks most of the light from coming into the tank. So we'll see how it does in another month, and I'll post another update at that time.